what was your experience of doing the knowledge? I mean, how long does it take to train for it in the first place?
It took me exactly 3 years, 2 months. I was doing it part-time.
Right.
But the knowledge, when you do the knowledge, forget about everything. Forget about your social life, forget about your house, forget about holidays,
Yeah.
forget about keeping in touch with your mates.
Yeah.
It's just constantly knowledge.
Yeah.
It just completely takes over your life.
Yeah.
It really does, and it's the hardest thing. I've never done anything as hard as the knowledge.
What sort of tricks did you use to try and learn then? Did you actually have to go out in a car?
Well, I went out on a little moped.
Right, because that makes a difference actually being there.
The way I picked it up, the way I found it was word association.
Right.
Just
Learning a list of.
Yeah, I found because you've got a long-term memory and a short-term memory.
Yeah.
And I found that my sticky points were roads. Funny enough. You know,
The actual name.
clubs, restaurants, anything like that, I'm alright with because they go straight into your long-term memory and you
Right.
always remember them.
Yeah.
Whereas roads, I don't know why, but they just go into your short-term memory.
Mm.
But if you associate them with another road,
Yeah.
you'll remember them. It's like friends. If you're speaking to a friend of yours and you say, "Do you know Jim Smith?"
Yeah.
And that person says, "No, who's Jim Smith?" And then you say, "You know Jim Smith, he's a friend of Karen's," because you've associated him with another person.
Right.
Then it clicks in, you remember who it is. So all you got to do is connect it up to a different point, and it'll come to you like what you want to think about. But
So-
knowledge is I wouldn't want to do it again, let's put it this way. I wouldn't put people in prison, I'd make them do the knowledge.
Did you have to go for the test more than once? Because I saw a documentary about it and it looked like the testing was a bit.
No, the testing's all the way through.
Yeah. Oh, they give you a test 1 week, the next week, or it's like.
Well, it goes 50-60s, 28s,
Right.
21s. But the knowledge is a weird thing to work out. It's sort of like snakes and ladders.
Right.
You know, you can go further and further into the knowledge.
Yeah.
But if you start getting it wrong, you slide back down. They can knock you back.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the best, from what I've been told and because I've done it, it's one of the best exams there is around.
Right.
You know, because it just teaches you discipline.
Yeah.
And there's a saying in knowledge, you don't fail the knowledge, you just give up.
Right. No, I can imagine, you know.
Do you know
And
what
maybe
I mean?
some people just can't do it as well.
Oh yeah, there is people that just can't do it at all. They just completely have a complete mental breakdown and just throw the towel in.
So
I mean,
if-
there was times when, well, there was quite a few times when I used to go home, throw all the books in the bin,
Yeah.
have a proper tantrum.
Really?
Yeah, the missus are getting back out of the bin.
Yeah. Are you glad about it now?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's the best thing I ever done. Best thing I ever done. But then, same as anything in life, put the work in, you're going to get something out of it at the end of it.
So it's my impression that cab drivers in other cities and countries don't do anything like this. Is that
No,
true?
yeah, no.
So, yeah.
From what we're told by all the tourists, the London cabbie is the best cabbie in the world.
Well, like we've been talking for 5 or 6 minutes going along. You didn't seem to be sort of worrying too much about where we were going, but we're on course, right?
Oh yeah. Well,
So
we're going down to Buckingham Palace, aren't we?